Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast! Peekaboo! I'm YouTube famous. Now available in 2020. The album Dad AF. No, 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 no. That's not Lambada. That's the Jennifer Lopez song from Miami to Ibiza, London, Morocco. I don't know the words. But every time we're in the car, my husband, he always says the claps at the exact perfect point where it goes like that. And I always try to do it. And he goes, no. And I go, it doesn't matter. I'm having fun. Just let me have fun. And he goes, okay, you can have fun. So anyway, do you guys love that song? Na, 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 na. It's Jennifer Lopez with Pitbull. Oh my God, I love that song so much. I love Jennifer Lopez, and I don't care. I said this in a video one day, and somebody said, you sound like housewives from the suburbs. Because I like Pitbull. I do. I love Pitbull so much. Okay. So let's get into this video, and I love Jennifer Lopez. I love Jennifer Lopez so much. She's like one of my top 10 faves, maybe top 5. Anyway, today, we're going to talk about Tati, and we're going to talk about James Charles and their blossoming friendship, and we're going to talk about the fact that Jeffree Star just cannot handle it, and he has just come out and proven that. He cannot handle everything that is being said about him these days, so I think that just went into my little box that I have there in the kitchen with all of my surprises of the world. Anyway, so we're going to get into that in just a second. Woo! It is so hot in here. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, shabalang-dang, ding-dong, ding. I haven't done the phone in a while. Let me put it on hold for a second. I haven't done the phone in a while. How's the drama phone? This is Peter speaking. Oh, hi, Jade. How are you? What? Oh, just sitting here watching all these drama videos of the who? Tati. I don't know. Oh, Tati. You mean Tati? Oh, I love her so much. We're going to have to talk about that video that she came out with. Beyond the Silence or Breaking this, the Unbreakable. Oh, I saw that movie. Well, Dawn ruined our VCR tape of Fences, Jane. So we've been watching that Unbreakable. It's so good. Well, her video was called something like Breaking the Silence or Out from the Silence or I don't know, Silent Super Troopers or something. I don't know. What? Well, she basically said that her and James Charles are friendships of the world. They got those necklaces that say BFF, you know, best friends forever, and then the one split down the middle. James is wearing one half of it, and Tati's wearing the other. The Cartier, of course, Cartier, like the love bracelets, girl. What? Oh, I'll talk of Jeffree Star, Shane. Well, there's always something to say about those two, but I'm sure we can talk about that at the ladies' league. No, I'm not bringing my tea to touch a city this week. I'm bringing a pineapple upside down cake just for you. Well, all right, Jane. I'll see you then. All right, Jane. Bye. That was the end of the cord. Get it? Okay. Oh, my Lord. Have I already put on my lip gloss? I don't know. I put it on 300 times a day. All right, let's get in. I can't throw this over my shoulder because this will break and then I'll have lip gloss all over my floor. My dogs will be in there licking it up. Oh, I dropped my receipts. And by my receipts, I mean my phone. All right, let's get into this video. 3 minutes and 44 seconds. Timestamp or if you want. All right. So, a lot of things have happened. Oh, first of all, I just want to say this about a video that my video that I made yesterday. In the video, I said something to the effect of that, I was referring to this PR company. Whew, okay, I can't even go there because so much more has unraveled since I made that video behind the scenes that it's just too much, okay? It's just too much. Anyway, but I think maybe a career change. I'm just saying, okay? I think maybe a career change might be in the plan. You might want to plan that. But I got a lot of comments yesterday in DMs from people saying to me, they asked me why I don't reach out for statements and videos. And I want to make this really, really clear, okay? So, in the past, I did. Like, if it was a huge issue or something like that, I would reach out to somebody, and I think that's how I started talking to the majority of these beauty influencers, is I would reach out to James Charles, and I would ask him for a statement, and he would give me, you know, a statement, and, you know, Tati, and whoever. That's kind of how, like, I started talking to all of them, right? And then I would put in my title, exclusive statement, and then everybody would come because they'd be like, well, what's the exclusive statement or whatever. And that was really the reason why. I don't feel like it made my video any better, quite frankly. I don't feel like my job as a commentary channel, this is just like, if anybody else wants to do it, because I know there's a lot of people out there that do it, that's fine. I don't do it anymore because I don't want to have relationships with those people, because then that feeds into me forming a bias with them, whereas I have personal relationships with them, and I don't want to do that anymore. I said that in November. I've said that time and time again. That's why I don't talk to these people, okay? So I'm very much just like TMZ or ETV, you know, like when they don't reach out to the people. I don't know who the 3 people are, but my husband loves the show, and now I've fallen in love with it. It's like Morgan from the Rich Kids of Beverly Hills, and it's like 3 of them, and they just comment on stuff, and that's what I feel like I am, is just a commentary channel, okay? So I don't feel like there's any need for me to reach out for statements, okay? First of all. Second of all, the majority of these people lie through their teeth anyway, okay? Like, the majority of them at this point are confirmed liars to me. So for me to reach out to a statement for them, I'm not really sure why I would do that, okay? Like, why would I reach out to a confirmed liar for a statement and act like that's the truth? Like, no, I don't need to play that game. I can tell you what I think about what you've already put out there. The third thing is, like, I'm done as a drama channel being used by these beauty influencers to do their dirty work, okay? If they want to come out and put a statement out, they need to put their own damn statement out. That's not my job to put any kind of statement out for them. They need to do that. That's how I firmly feel about it. So we're just going to get into that right away and put that to the side. Peter Monn, he don't get no statements from nobody anymore. I don't really care, okay? I just don't. If they say something to me and I choose to use it in a video, well, that's a different story. But none of them are really reaching out to me. So there's that. Okay. So anyway, that's the first thing I wanted to say. The second thing I wanted to say is, but I will say this, like, I have no issue with, like, other channels doing it. Like, you do your thing. Like, I think there's so many of us now. I mean, there's literally, like, 50 to 100 different drama, you know, commentary channels out there that, like, what other people do is, like, hey, listen, I'm just over here trying to stay in my lane and do my thing and do what I love and do what I enjoy. And what I enjoy is getting on here every day and making videos for you guys and giving you my commentary. I actually would encourage you to go and watch other channels and see what their commentary is and hear what they have to say, and, you know, find out what you believe and leave comments on their videos, leave comments on my videos, and have a conversation about all of this, you know. And I think that's one of the things that drama channels do, is we provide a place for you guys to have that conversation. So, you know, go over there and watch all these different channels and see what they have to say, because I can tell you, a lot of us probably have different opinions about things. Now, during all of this, I would think that most of our opinions were probably very similar. So anyway, then the next thing I want to get into, I'm going to talk about the Jeffree Star thing last, because I'm just like, what is going on? Okay, so yesterday, James Charles, let me get my receipts, Whitney. James Charles put out a tweet, and the tweet says, I always get paparazzi'd at the worst times, LMAO. I've never in my life heard paparazzi'd as a verb, but I like that kind of. Okay. At the worst times, LMAO. It's 97 degrees out, and I'm literally wearing a hoodie and sweats, melting while waiting in line at a food truck. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but the first thing I thought was, what food truck? I did though. I was like, what is he ordering? Okay. Is he getting coney dogs? Like, what is he getting? I want to know. Because my husband's Venezuelan, and there's this Venezuelan truck here in town. It's called like El Venezolano or something like that. And they have like empanadas and cachapas and things like that, and arepas. And I have like wanted to see this truck, and I can never find it. And they even put out there like where they're at different times. So, like, Indianapolis, we don't have a lot of food trucks, like, just driving around all over the place. But I was like, what are you getting, James? I want to know. You didn't even tell us that. So, anyway, James, do me a favor if you watch this video, and please tweet out what you had to eat, okay? That'll be a silent code that I got a statement from you. All right, so anyway, so he put this out. Well, then, this channel, their name is Celebrity Livin'. They have 26.2 thousand subscribers. They put a video up called James Charles Responds to Shane Dawson Drama, Jeffree Star, Tati's Video, and Exclusive. Well, kind of. I mean, he did, but like not really. The video is really, really short. I don't even know how long it is. It's like 5 minutes long or something like that. And it's literally this guy, and he goes up to James Charles, and he's like, hey, James, and whatever. And James must know who he is. He must have stopped him before. I actually did not look at his canon of videos because I just didn't, is why. So anyway... When a drama channel doesn't do their own research. I got a team of researchers. They're at the pool right now. Anyway, they're Boo and Tucker, my dogs. So So anyway, hey Boo, hey Tucker, I need you to do some research. There's Tucker up on the, he's like this on the computer pad, you know. So anyway, so he basically, like, he comes up to James, he's like, hey James, how are you? And like, he's probably got like, you know, the recorder, like the recorder. Why did we play the recorder in school? Like, I still, like, that is like a skill I never needed to have, okay? As well as geometry, but like, the recorder, I faked it. Did you fake it? I did, okay? But I do hear that some of you out there like the skin flute. Okay, so anyway, family friendly. But, so this guy is like asking James these questions, and he's like, James is like really like, I don't know, like, in the past, let's just be for real, James has really got himself in quite a few, like, PR messes. But, like, he handled himself really well in this video with, like, nobody coaching him through it and stuff. Like, I was really kind of impressed with it. And a lot of people in the comments were like, James totally knows how to handle himself. And so, like, the guy asked him, he was like, hey, how are you? And he's like, I'm good. I just moved into my new house. I'm just giving you the short version of it. I literally watched it one time. It's shake and bake, and I helped. So, anyway, he's like, I just moved into my new house, which is so interesting to me that James bought a new house last year, and now he's moving into a new house, or has it been 2 years? Like, whatever. Are you flipping those houses? Are you buying houses and renting them out? Like, that's smart. He's investing in real estate now, I guess. So, anyway, I was gonna make a bad joke, but I won't. Okay, so anyway, then he asks him something about, like, do you want to talk about the Shane Dawson thing? He's like, and James doesn't really say anything. He goes, what do you think about what happened with Shane Dawson? And James does say, I think you have to take it on a case-by-case situation or something like that. When you're judging somebody, you have to take it on a case-by-case situation. And then he was like, have you talked to Shane since all this went? And James is like, and then he asked him something about Tati and all the drama that's come out since the video, and he's like, I really don't want to talk about drama today or anything like that. He handles it really well, though. He doesn't like go, no, not me, like Nikita Dragon getting into her Lamborghini, you know? She's like, no, I can't talk about it. I'm too busy, you know, making TikToks. But anyway, so James like stands there and talks to him, and he's like, so what's going on? He's like, well, I've got a new palette or a new video coming out on Tuesday with all my friends and blah, blah, blah. I mean, like right there, you can tell how marketing smart he is, because he like is pushing his own stuff. And he's real nice, this guy. He's like, yeah, I don't want to talk about the drama and whatever. And so the guy ends up going in and asking him other stuff. And that's kind of it. He won't address the stuff with Tati, which is kind of interesting to me. You know, that would have been a moment for him, because he knows this clip is going to get picked up and talked about by everybody. And I think like 5 other drama channels have already made the video. You know, if he had sat there and said, yeah, like Tati and I have been talking and we're on good terms, like it would have sent out a really clear message. But now all we have is Tati's word that she and James Charles are talking, that they made up, that he wanted to sit next to her in the video. Now, I'm telling you right now, that piece of Tati's video has to be 100% true, because she's not going to say that Scentbird cologne that I sprayed. If you didn't know, I have a Scentbird code. Go check it out. Anyway, but this video is not sponsored by Scentbird, but this cologne smells so good. I have to check and see which one this is. What is this? John Varvatos. It's oud. It smells really good. Okay. Anyway, so you agree I smell really good? Yes. Anyway. So, you know, like, that part is not a lie, because she said it, and if she was lying, James would have come out and said she's lying straight to her teeth. I don't know, or she's a liar straight from the pit of hell. By the way, I put this tweet out, and everybody, I said, what do you guys want me to talk about today, or I don't know what to talk about today, or something like that. I've got a few things, or whatever, and everybody wanted me to talk about unsolved mysteries and the death of Patrice. That is so sad. I am loving Unsolved Mysteries. I only have 1 episode left to watch, okay? So that's the first thing that happened. Then I went in and I looked, and James Charles is following Tati on Instagram and Twitter, and Tati is following James Charles on Instagram and Twitter, twitter.com, stick with the tweets. So they're obviously good GDs again. I don't know if they're hanging out at each other's houses or whatever's happening, but it makes you wonder. Like, I think James is so wanting to stay out of the drama. I don't think James is going to come out with any kind of video. And I honestly thought that with like a tweet or something, he would back her and say everything that she said was 100% the truth, but he didn't do that. I'm kind of really surprised, right? So, I mean, did they agree upon that? What did God just say? Lies straight from the pit of hell. It's so sunny, too. It's so weird that just happened. Oh, my Lord, that scared the bejesus out of me. I need Jesus. I swear to God, I do. I need to get up in church and say some... I do. I need shake and bake, and I need Jesus. Okay, so anyway, Lord, all this drama of the world. I don't even know what I was saying. Okay, let's get into the Jeffree Star part, okay? So this just started going around. I saw this on Twitter, and everybody's talking about it now. That Jeffree Star, now y'all know the picture that he had? The picture where he was sitting on the plane and he took his grandma on her birthday ride. I don't know if that was in January or if that was, you know, because he'll probably come out in this picture because everybody's criticizing him for it. So I talked about this the other day. Jeffree Star put a picture up on Instagram, okay? And the picture was him sitting in a plane and whatever. And he said, my grandma's only wish for her 116th birthday was to take a plane ride, whatever. Happy birthday, Grandma. I already said that, okay? But people, so we won't even get into the speculations, okay? Because I don't know Grandma and know nothing about her, okay? But anyway, so he said that's all she wanted was to go to her childhood home and he was going to take her on a plane ride and all this kind of stuff, right? But people picked up real quick that this was the same picture that he had posted like on January 30th of 2020, right? The same exact picture. This is where I was like kind of embarrassed. I need to trim my beard right here. It's like driving me nuts. But anyway, this is where I was kind of embarrassed for Jeffree Star. I was like, girl, you couldn't have even like had somebody drive you out to your plane and taken a good selfie in there just to fake it. Like seriously, like this is such a bad look. This is where Jeffree Star will come back and he'll be like, what we're not gonna do, okay, is call me a liar. I wasn't talking about that day. I was talking about in January when I posted Independent Woman that my grandma, that was actually her birthday. So I was just talking about back then. It was just a memory that I had. Okay, Jeffree. So anyway, he posts this picture, right? Well, he has taken down the comments from that picture as of today. You can't comment on the picture anymore, right? There's no comments listed underneath there. So I went to the next picture because I wanted to see what the comments were like on there. Well, I kind of understood why. Well, probably people were over on that video or that picture and they were questioning him and they were like, why'd you lie about this? Like, why is this picture a duplicate? Why? First of all, I don't understand why you don't just take the picture down, okay? Like, just, you love to tweet and delete, just take the picture down. Then you don't have to worry about the comments, see? It's much easier, okay? Now it just looks so speculative. Can you imagine him over there? He's like in his house and he's like, Judy, order me 4 more of those special crocodile Birkins. And Sally Joe, I'm going to need 5 of those Gucci bags. And Cynthia over there, can you get my hair person to come in here? And I want to do a different color hair. And yeah, my makeup artist, can you get him from downstairs playing in the pinball room? Because I maybe do some makeup. And so I can hang out with my friends. Delete all those comments! So let's go to the next picture, okay? Because this was so rich to me, this comment section. So this was the picture that he had when he took the picture with that guy from the Big Brother, that Josie. Josie Grossi from Never Been Kissed. I don't know his name, okay? Josiah, Josie, people, every person that I ask pronounces it differently. But he says in here, imagine inviting someone over for the first time. He always does this imagine thing. Jeffree Star literally lives in the world of imagination, okay? He's like, imagine. So here's what it says. Imagine inviting someone over for the first time to go on a date, and when they get to your house, you make them get you ready. Jeffree Star making somebody do something. Jeffree Star, imagine Jeffree Star making a friend do something. Woo! That's a leap of imagination. I can't even go there. But he always says this imagine thing. Imagine. Not apologizing to your fans. Can't relate. I'm bored. Anyway, so he always says this imagination deal, right? So then this Josie official puts underneath here, bae, and then all these people are putting stuff underneath here. And then somebody responds, this is literally the 3rd comment down, and said, do you call him the N-word too? Like, seriously, you guys, it is bad. The comment section is ruthless, okay? And then it goes on, and someone said he does, but only when he's mad. And then people, it goes on. And someone says, nah, stop, you're canceled. Someone said, if you don't stop defending his actions, I swear. Someone said, Jeffree canceled. Someone said, when you gotta ask a black friend to be in a video so people think you're an ally. Someone said, not to be rude, but are you going to address the lipstick business that he had before? Someone else said, are you not going to address anything seriously? And these comments are from 2 weeks ago, okay? And they go all the way down. Someone just put all clown emojis. Someone said, there's a lot of weird stuff going on here. Like, a lot of people are mentioning it's really odd to see you with black people when you have been silent with pull up or shut up. And then next, it's really concerning to see many people pulling up to your house in a pandemic that it's far from over, especially in the LA area. No masks, no distance. And it goes on and on and on. And people just, someone says, go away. Someone says, wow, is that a new employee that you're just going to use until you don't need them anymore, or need him? Someone says, imagine preaching about quarantining and then breaking it nonstop. So anyway, it just goes on and on and on and on. I literally could read, you know, just like comments in this thread and just do an entire 30-minute video, but I'm not going to do that. But it's kind of interesting to see what he's going to do next. Like, is he just going to turn the comments off from all of his videos, you know, or all of his Twitter tweets? I'll go and stick with the tweets. I mean, is this your PR move? Like, what's so interesting to me about it is we've literally heard nothing from him in like a week and a half. Nothing, right? We haven't heard anything from Shane since last Tuesday when Tati put out, was it only just last Tuesday? When Tati put out her video. I mean, it's been like a week and these people haven't said anything or done anything. And it's like your next move, like your big move was to turn off the comments on one picture. Like, I don't know. It's just craziness to me. It's like, I don't really know what's going to happen next. I don't really know what their plan is. But you know they're not going to just stay silent forever. Okay? They can't. The other thing you have to remember is this. Like, there's all this speculation that Jeffree Star is supposedly going to push Shane Dawson off the killer merch and all this kind of stuff. I don't know about all that, okay? If that comes out, I'll talk about it. I've received so many DMs from screenshots and receipts and stuff, but I'm not going to talk about that until I know that that's true or whatever. But I will tell you what's interesting is that killer merch just came out and they showed the restock of the backpacks or the hoodies or something like that, like last Friday. And it was such bad timing. And I did talk about it in my video at that time. Like, I'm like, seriously? Like, in the middle of everything that's going on, you can't speak about Shane Dawson. You can't speak about yourself, but Killer Merch, your business, supposedly, allegedly, is going to push this merchandise out of Shane Dawson's in the middle of all this kind of stuff. Well, what's interesting about this is, do you guys remember when Jeffree Star talked about the cremated palette, and he said, we have so many things to release this year that I couldn't have pushed the cremated palette back any further than I already did, right? So the cremated palette came out in May, okay? It is now July. He hasn't said anything about his next release, his summer release. I guess cremated was his summer release. He hasn't said anything else, but he did say that he couldn't push that back anymore because he had so many things to release this year, right? So it's like, what other things are you going to release? How is Jeffree going to come out? If he comes out and talks about his next release and doesn't address any of these things, I mean, literally, it will ruin his business. It will. I mean, people will see it truly for what it is, and that he is just he does not care. He is just a moneymaker, you know. And on the heels of him coming out for Huda Beauty and saying that all she cares, it's really sad. She doesn't care about her passion or artistry anymore. All she cares about is just making money. If he comes out to try to save face, to just push his merch or just to push a new makeup palette or whatever his next release is, because he's gonna have to. If he's gonna come out eventually, if he's going to put out any more products, okay? We're already in July, so if he's going to release a product at the end of July or August, he's got to come out really soon and talk about it, which then that's like May, June, July, August. We're talking about 4 months, which then he's got a fall release or a Christmas. I mean, we're pushing this stuff back further and further and further unless he's just not going to put out the next release at all, which, if that's the case, then let's talk about the cremated palette, because when everybody was criticizing the cremated palette, he couldn't push that back or he would have made a major loss. And everybody defended Jeffree Star and said, imagine how much. He had to pay his employees, he had to do this, he had to do that. So if he has something that's about to be released and he's just not going to release it because it's bad timing, because of all this stuff that has gone on, then none of that was true. And that was an absolute complete lie. And he could have pushed the cremated palette back. So like that whole discussion is brought back up again, unless he's going to come out, I mean, and show what his next, you know, product release is, which if he does, then we know it's all about the money, right? Which I'm not real surprised about that anyway, you know, like I think everything that he does is all about the money. And, you know, it's sad. It's like, a lot of people that defend Jeffree Star, they always say, you know, that like Jeffree Star is self-made and Jeffree Star is this and Jeffree Star is that. Jeffree Star to me is a very lonely person that has a lot of luxury things around him, and the people in his life typically are people that either are paid or benefit off of him in some way or another, and when he's kind of done using them or giving to them or whatever he does, he throws them away and says they were just using me anyway, which is always such a bad look. Like, it's just such a bad look when, like, rich people will say, oh, so-and-so is using me. Like, seriously? Like, that is such a bad, like, that's such a go-to, you know? And so, it's like, he, like, has this, like, there's nothing about Jeffree Star's life that's real appealing to me, honestly, okay? You live in this amazing mansion, gorgeous house, whatever, right? That, like, why? Why would you want that huge place to just live in by yourself with the people, like, a few family members and the people that you hired? I mean, that's so sad to me, right? And then you just live in this world where you are surrounded by people that tell you yes because they're so afraid of losing their jobs. You know, it's really interesting. It kind of reminds me of the Whitney Houston documentary, which I think is on Hulu now. And I watched it when I was on vacation like a year or two ago. And I remember at the time, this person came out. I can't remember who it was in the video, but it was like somebody that was like close to Whitney. But they were talking about that, like, one of the saddest things was that nobody would tell Whitney the truth about, like, her addiction and things like that and what was going on. Nobody would tell her the truth because literally everybody in Whitney Houston's life, every family member, every person in her life was on her payroll. So if you challenged her and said you need to get help, she'd just say, you're done. I'm like, you're off my payroll. You're not gonna work for me anymore, right? So why, as like a brother or, you know, a nephew or an uncle, would you come out against Whitney and say that if every person else is like, well, we don't care because we're living in our $100,000, you know, houses in our cars, driving Mercedes and things like that. So if you're not going to do it, why should I? It's really sad, isn't it? That nobody will really tell Jeffree Star the truth, you know, and I think that people, if you really loved him, if you're really a stan of Jeffree Star, allow him to continue to grow as a person. But this, turning off comments, that's out of sight, out of mind. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.